in front of each hand. I grab them in both hands. I'm going to teach you to grab all the stop things so that in any case, if this wing was to inflate, I can always stop the glider by pulling on my brakes. So then I grab my rear risers. I grab my left rear riser. I then lay my right rear riser over the top. I disconnect my right brake. Now I have control of the wing by being able to kill it and pull it in. So if the wing does inflate, I do have control over it. My right hand has the brake line go over the back of it. I reach in underneath and grab my A risers and bring them to the top. Then I look up to the canopy and see that my A's are on top, unhindered. In the case that they were hindered and you do have a line over of some sort, you know that you've hooked up incorrectly, or you've grabbed your brakes upside down on the wrong side, or you've just grabbed your risers incorrectly. So in that case, then we drop everything. We come back to neutral. We can see this flat webbing down through here. Then I reach across with my right hand, grab my left rear riser. I put my other rear riser in my left hand. Brake comes over the back of the hand, reach around, grab my furthest A, my closest A, and then I look up to the canopy. Are my A's on top? You can see they are. Now I'm ready to launch. I step up to my wing. I recheck that my buckles are done up, my radio is on, my helmet is done up. You can do this all with your risers in your hand. Your next step is to build a wall. Just bring the wing up and down again. Check that all the lines have no twists, knots or tangles in them. I like to scan the wing from left to right. That's how we learnt to read. So if you look from left to right across the wing, you'll see that there's no twists or tangles. So when you're pulling your wing up, lean back. Know that it's going to pull you up. Lean into it, lower your center of gravity. Pitch control comes from the back riser now. We can slow the wing down by pulling down on it. If the wing moves to our right, we steer to our right. If the wing moves to our left, we steer to our left. Only your left hand works, and it works quite violently. To fix any problems with your control, fix it quickly. Move your left hand out to where it needs to be. I like to call it going to the low wingtip. So if the wingtip closest to the ground is on my right, then my left hand goes to my right. If my wingtip closest to the ground is on my left, then I go to my left. If the wing starts falling out, you can pull your A's back to your nose and pull the glider back up again. Your right hand or your A hand only does up and down. It doesn't move opposite directions to the backhand. It's only your backhand that does the steering. Your right hand stays at your nose. Once you've got the wing above you and stable, we can release. We always release before we turn. So release and go to brakes. Now I can steer the glider by using my brakes. I can still step under the low wingtip, but steer it a lot more efficiently with the brakes on. Once the wing is then stable and above my head, I can turn and face out to sea. The glider will be a lot easier to handle facing out this way. Rear risers in my left hand, A risers in my right hand. Little bunny hops to keep the wing inflated. I'm checking to see if there's any twists, knots or tangles. Lower my center of gravity, A's come to my nose, left hand comes down to take the surge out of the glider, and then I go to balancing it. Wingtip surges one way, my left hand goes to the low wingtip. Wingtip surges the other way, I go to the low wingtip. I release, go to brakes, turn, face out to sea, steady the glider, brakes up, run, 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 a little bit of brake to get into the air. To land, reach up, grab your rear risers, steering with it, lower your body weight, stand up, pull down, walk to your glider, grabbing wraps of brakes if necessary.